Alors aujourd'hui, c'est le dernier jour de tournage d'Arizona Dream.
Oui.
On a juste mis 10 ans, tu
Enfin.
vois. Le tournage a duré 1 an. On a tourné sur 1 an, avec une interruption de 3 mois. Quand Émir a fait sa dépression nerveuse.
Oui.
Il a peur de ne pas trouver l'inspiration.
I also remember so many things of him where you could say literally anything. I mean, that you wanted to try something, anything. For instance, there was this whole sequence where Faye and I make love.
Oui.
And there was a kind of seduction, you know, that was necessary.
Oui.
And I don't know why, but I always saw Axel, I always saw my character as a kind of, you know, like a chicken, you know, like a chicken who is becoming a man, you know, who's becoming a rooster, you know, a cock. So that's why I did the hair like that, you know. And so I came to Emir and I said, I think maybe what I should try is to become the rooster, you know. And,
Oui.
and he thought about it. He goes, "This is good idea. This is good idea. We're going to do this."
That's great.
And that's where the whole sequence came from, where I was making the chicken noises.
Yes, I remember.
But if you go to another director and you say, I would like to seduce her by becoming a chicken or a rooster,
C'est crazy.
you're fired, get out.
Mais,
Get out.
oui, mais parce que tu es complètement en osmose, vous entendez très bien, vous avez le même esprit, le même mind, tous les deux.
It was so great. The first time we met, it was at I think it was the Beverly Wilshire Hotel, and he was like this, and I was like, you know, a little distant because he wasn't speaking, and he was I thought he was rude, so, you know, I can remember leaving the meeting, I called my agent at the time, I said, "Hey, fuck this guy, you know, fuck him, I ain't doing that fucking movie, I'm not interested, you know." And and then it was kind of mutual, I think. And then maybe 3 weeks or a month later, we met again at a diner, a small diner, and it took like that, and it was fine, yeah.
Oui.
It was perfect, yeah.
Et la première fois, c'était...
Oh no, the first time I hated him, and he hated me, and that was it.
Mais non, il n'était pas détesté, mais c'était pas passé, effectivement.
Oui. He said to me, the first meeting, he said, "I've seen this movie, Edward Scissorhands." I said, "Yeah?" He said, "Yes." I said, "And, you know, what do you think?" And he said, "It's scary." Made him scared. I said, "Okay, good. See ya." I remember when we were first in rehearsals, it wasn't even really rehearsals, it was Emir and I and Jerry. One time Jerry came. We were talking in an apartment in LA, I think it was Vladi Divac's flat. And I was learning to speak all these words in Yupik, in Eskimo.
Yes.
And Jerry said, "Oh no, we don't need to do that. We don't need to learn the Eskimo language. He said, we just make it up. You know? We just invent it as we go along."
Yeah.
You know, and it's Jerry Lewis. It's easier for you, Jerry. But, you know, my first day of shooting, I'll never forget, with Jerry Lewis, this legend, was trying to be as creative as he was with this made-up language, you know, to try to make it sound the same. I was terrified.
Tu aimes beaucoup Jerry Lewis?
Well, I mean, he's
A figure. Yeah.
The figure, the legend, the talent, you know.
Yes.
he's a, to say the least, he's a very inventive guy. He's very...
Yes, true. Yeah. Ils ont cette scène. Et une fois qu'il l'avait montée, il l'a montré à tout le monde. Il faisait venir tout le monde dans le studio, c'était à Billancourt. Et chaque fois que quelqu'un passait devant la salle de montage, il disait « Venez voir, j'ai fait une scène formidable !» Et je lui disais « Mais non, il ne faut pas montrer le film comme ça, Émir, c'est pas bien, il ne faut pas montrer des morceaux tout le temps. » Mais il est très très fier de cette séquence, de cette scène. Mais il a même changé, Émir, la relation que tu as avec Lily dans le film.
Yes.
Tu te rappelles, parce qu'au départ, il n'y avait pas de l'histoire entre vous. Il l'a inventé pendant le tournage.
Yeah, I remember exactly when it happened. It was when we were on the roof.
Oui, voilà.
And Faye was flying around.
Oui.
And that's when that.
Oui. C'est là qu'il a trouvé cette idée de la relation avec Lily.
I don't even remember how it happened. It was just we were up there talking, and I said to her, "Would it be okay if I kissed you or something?" I asked her if it would be okay if I kissed her.
Yes.
And she said, "I guess so," or "yes," or something, and then boom. Then this other dimension took off in the film, you know.
Oui.
But I don't remember if Émir might have said to me, try to kiss her. I don't remember. But it was always that kind of thing.
Oui. Et moi j'étais en bas, tu sais, vous étiez sur le toit, en train de tourner, et j'étais en bas avec Faye, qui me dit, mais c'est pas dans le script. Elle commençait à être jalouse de Lily, elle me dire, mais c'est pas dans l'histoire.
I miss you too, honey.
Oh, I want to watch it. It's very strange, you know.
Il y a longtemps que tu n'as pas vu le film?
Oh.
Longtemps?
Oui.
Oui.
Somewhere I have the first version of the film, which was like 4 hours. The first cut, Émir's first cut.
Tu l'as vu, le montage de 4 heures?
Oui.
Oui.
Oui, I have it somewhere on cassette. He gave it to me.
C'était pas mal, hein?
It was good.
4 heures, oui.
Oui.
Et maintenant, on l'a coupé à 2h20. Mais ce qui est bizarre, c'est qu'Émir avait... Enfin, c'est pas bizarre, mais c'est plutôt bien, mais il n'a aucun regret de ce qu'il a enlevé.
Non.
Souvent, les réalisateurs, quand ils raccourcissent leur film, ils veulent faire refaire la version longue.
Oui.
Lui, non, pas du tout.
No.
Il n'a pas du tout de regret sur ce qui n'est pas là, quoi.
No, he's brutal with the cuts, which I mean, a director has to be. This, in terms of experience, I remember this turtle somehow, miraculously, always went across my plate of spaghetti. Always right there in front, so it was easy it made it so easy in the scene to try to give it back to Lily, because this turtle was making Axel very nervous, you know. It's a great sequence. It's a beautiful scene. Oh, I remember when making the film, you know, it's the film I made after Edward Scissorhands, and everybody in Hollywood and the movie industry is always concerned about how much money a movie is going to make, you know, in the box office, and how many theaters it's in, and how popular it becomes. And it's refreshing to know now what I knew then, which really is that who cares about the numbers, you know?
Yeah.
When you're able to first experience something like this and live through something like this and be involved with something as magical as this, I mean,
it's okay.
You forget about how much a movie made in the box office.
Yes, it's true. Merci d'être venu encore.
Hey, no, my pleasure.
Comme un grand fidèle et un ami formidable.
Non, je suis toujours là.
Thank you, Johnny.